Ah, another beautiful day in the mini city, and another day filled with more paperwork. Well, at least I have a nice office. Oh, not this again. The power went out again. Let me go flip the breaker. Even here went out. Oh no. Oh, the generator's busted. Oh. This is the third time this week it's happened. Ugh. Ugh. Sparks everywhere. Smoke coming out of the thing. Part of it exploded. Ugh, I'm just glad nothing got destroyed. And look what happens to. Try to start it up. Instantly goes kaput. I really need to go and get a new one of these. Oh well. Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 13 of the mini city, and today we are going to be building a proper power plant. A coal power plant, in fact. Because, well, this thing is busted and, really not able to supply the entire city here. Wow, that goes on longer than I expected, actually. Yeah, we're starting to get into summertime, and, people are gonna, well, it's not summer yet, but spring, and people are gonna be putting their air conditioners on, and the city expanding. There's just not enough, space. And power for the lights. And air conditioners, and refrigerators, and television sets, and, oh, if we start building any industry, this will explode. So, yeah. But before we do that, let's check out a few community submissions. Let's try to make it quick. So first up, we have Comic Store 1x1 for David O1's Mini City by Lapu Lapu. And it's a store where you can buy comics. So let's check it out. This looks pretty nice. Alright, the actual building's pretty small. Looks like it's just based off of that red building over there. We go inside. In case you're wondering why it's lagging so much, there's a couple of reasons. One, it's loose. One, there's a bunch of stuff going on in the background. And also, I have Factorio open in the background. And I feel guilty if I leave and just, abandon the server I'm on. So, have it running there. We get a little cash register, some comic books. We have an elevator. And if we go upstairs, a few more comics, poster, emptiness, and if we open this door, right here, a little bathroom. Very small, but nice. And it has its own HVAC system up top, which is custom built, he said. Alright, pretty simple, but small. I like it. I'll have to find a spot to put it in the city. Oh, it doesn't have a light switch. That's interesting. Well, now it does. Alright, I will put it in the city later. Next one. Micro SWAT van for David O1's David O1 Mini City. It's a SWAT van, and it's also by Lapu Lapu. This is actually based off of one of the vehicles I've made. It's the one, green survival delivery truck, which I actually did make in survival and then export it to creative. So this is a very small vehicle. Has an open roof even for the SWAT van. It just says SWAT on the side. You can drive it with the smaller rooms in the background, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Let's go into the. We had the lights and stuff. Let's go to the back though. If you open this up, we got some seats, for someone to sit. Go. Quick, hurry, right? It's alright. It's based off of my thing. Oh, it has to switch for the lights as well. Yeah, I forgot to check that out. Boom. Some cool glitch-welded lights. But other than that, it is pretty much just my vehicle with some cool stuff tacked onto it. Alright. Not bad. And last up is Gas Station Revamped. A smaller version of my gas station by Lapu Lapu. Let's check it out. The original was way too big, so I'm glad he made a much smaller one. mean, look at the size of this pump. It's like, it's a baby pump. It's tiny. Although, yeah, a bit small, but not that detailed. It says gas there. Nice, you know. Have a little sunglass stand, a rack of some merchandise, maybe like a cooler here, and then, whoops. No cash register and a panic button. And that's it. So, I am going to find a spot to put this in the city. Now, originally I was going to put it over where those buildings are. The small buildings, the really small ones. But it would look really weird because of this front section, so I'm not sure. Alright. So without further ado, let's get into the time lapse of me building a new power plant. First, I guess I'm gonna have to though extinguish the fire over here. Well, it's not really on fire. I mean, it's just like pouring out excessive amounts of smoke everywhere and like sparking, and I'm really glad I'm wearing steel-toed boots right now. And yeah, so I'll just cordon this area off. Yeah, we'll say that. Alright, and I am very pleased to say that I think I am finally finished. It's took just over an hour to make, about an hour and 6 minutes. It's some of it's really nice, but a little bit of it I wish I had a little more time, but I simply did not have enough time tonight to finish it. So, to try. I finished it. Like, it's satisfactory. But it could be better. So I may, in the future, go and revise it. The smoldering ruins of the previous generator are still there. Still sparking and emitting smoke everywhere. I should probably go and, with a quick whack of my hammer, fix that. There you go. Dust should start to settle. Since it is plant number 1 from the utility company, and we have an entrance here. It's very basic in many areas, but I did put a good bit of time onto the functional parts of it. So, while this is actually kind of far from the mini-city river, you know, in reality it would have been a better spot for me to put it over there, like here, or even closer to the train tracks. In fact, it's actually one of the farthest buildings from the mini-city river. In fact, it's the second farthest proper building. The mini-city hall is the actual farthest. If we come in here, we have some piles of coal. So, this is not, as you might initially think, though, hand-fed. Although it can be hand-fed. Yeah, I know in reality they'd be using a conveyor belt, but it's not that big. This only produces a few megawatts of power. Whereas that generator that just exploded produced maybe like 60 kilowatts. This thing is 5 megawatts, so hopefully should be able to sustain the mini-city for a while. Maybe even a couple industrial projects. Plus I can always, in theory, just add more of these. We have some coal here, just sitting around. You know, a little reserve of it. A truck would come and dump it off, and then there'd be a little, like, loader that would just go and drive it over to here and then put it in the furnace. So first of all, let's talk about the boiler. Walk up here. There is a proper boiler with stuff in it. These lights, you'll see what they do in a minute. And no, that does not do anything there unless you have other stuff. If we were to come up in here... Oh, no, not again. Alright, I'm just going to delete it. I don't feel like welding that back in. Just pretend like one of those was there. So this has pipes in there. Basically, fresh water enters through here. Cool fresh water enters from here. This is pumped from the river. Which will probably be done in the next episode or so. It then comes in through there, where this heats it up. It goes through a couple coils. Then the steam comes down through here and into this turbine and generator. And through the turbine and then into the generator. And, yeah. Now this is viewable at night. So let's load up some coal. So first of all, we have to turn on that, the master switch. We shut this, and then we're going to fire this up. So now you see the glow? It's quite nice, and sorry, it'll fade. And now we can hear the turbine started up. And you can actually see the generator coils and everything there, and it's very nice. But, you know, we don't actually get to see the turbine in action, which is a bit disappointing. We hear the sounds, but that's all there is, right? Wrong. We can open this up, and there the turbine is. Now, in reality, of course, this would be shielded, and there would be, you know, you obviously would not open it during operation for everyone. First of all, where is the steam man, you might ask? It's in that pipe there. We'll just pretend like it's in the pipe there. But we can open this up for some maintenance. Very bad idea doing what I'm about to do. Do not attempt this. I should not be attempting that. I'm not a trained professional. But, yeah, it generates electricity for the mini-city. It's pretty simple, but I'm very proud of the result here. This is, like, a very nice looking generator. Very nice looking turbine. Very slick looking. Over here, little tool chest, lights, you know, little area for, like, deliveries or help desk. This is very small, like, office space in here. Another fire extinguisher. There's 3 of them in total. It's a very basic. There's also, look at that. the top makes smoke. This is only on this version. If you were to get this from the workshop, the smoke emitters will not be up there. You have to install them yourself. The reason for that is simple, though. This is a no mods creation until I put that effect block there, which is not in the final version because it's not integral to the look of it. Although it does look quite nice like that. And in fact, if we were to go all the way over to the restaurant, you can see the thick black smoke emanating from there. I may actually move the smoke emitter a little bit down just so it looks a little more realistic, but yeah, you can see it, and I don't think you can see it from my window. You can see it from here, though, which is always nice. The Department of Zoning can see the industry there. You even get a better view of it if you come up here. Look at that. And then if we go all the way over to my office, you can hear that, you can hear that motor really working. And you can still see it a little bit, so it really just shows part of the industry in my city. It's quite nice, and I believe that now that it is completed, I want to say it is the tallest point in the city. Let's check that out. So this is part 2 of David doing stupid stuff that would get him banned from going near this power plant. We need to go up a little more. So I'm just going to do what you obviously would do in this situation. Put a laser pointer here. So yeah, you can see the effect block there, and then we'll just put an engine. Or no, a controller. That'll just rotate 360 degrees, loop, slow speed. Oh wow, that is, we may have to make it loop at 180. That will halve the speed. 90. Alright, this should work, so let's go check it out. And yep, this has usurped the record for the tallest point in the mini-city, I want to say, from this sign right here that used to be the tallest point. I think it is now safe to say that the tallest point in the mini-city is the top of that, because this antenna tower there does not count. Because it's an antenna tower and it's not a permanent part of the city. And if we were just to grab a spud gun and look out... Wow, it looks like it's moving so slowly there. Oh, it's totally above that. And it's above the antenna there. Making that the official tallest point of the mini-city, because we don't count the mountain tower, we don't count the antenna there. And it's taller than the little tiny antenna on the apartment building. It's taller than the tip of this sign, which is this point right here. So that is officially the tallest point of the actual city. Now, it's not the tallest accessible point. That would probably have to go to either... Here is sort of accessible. You're supposed to be able to stand here at least, you know. And sit, actually. You're supposed to be able to stand there. You can. You can climb up to there. You're supposed to be able to get up to there, but you can't. There, you're not really able to get up to without a lift, so... It's a technicality for first place. However, pretty soon, some tall buildings are going to be coming to the city. Very tall buildings. So the tallest proper inhabitable point is probably the city hall and the apartment building are roughly tied in that department. They're both pretty tall. I think the city hall might just be taller than the apartment building. Could be wrong. The power plant, though, now officially is the tallest point of the mini-city, excluding that tower, though, but I don't know. In fact, it actually will be soon the proper tallest once that gets removed and the rest of the towers there. So, that's an interesting little fact. Alright, this has been a fairly short episode, but it's been moderately productive. We've finally gotten some more power for the city, which I think is much needed. It'll give us some more room to grow. Next up will be that chemical plant. After, of course, for the things to build. I may have a few minor things I'll be building in the next episode, but yeah. It'll be time to look at all the community submissions that have built up. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm David01. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye!